Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Take again with us with me Kinanti Hijriah and my partner
With me, Hijriah
in
Kepoin
Talk
Talk
Show.
Show.
So in Talk Show we are going to talk and discussion about festival and leisure activities.
Yup, and not just two of us here, but we already invited two speakers to discuss with us today.
So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Dedi and Miss Kina. Give applause for our speakers.
Please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hello guys.
Hi.
How are you today, guys?
I am great as always.
Okay, so I want to ask Miss Kina first. Miss Kina, how do you spend your time while you're free, or maybe when sometimes you get bored? What fear do you do that?
Okay, actually to feel worried I primarily because I always have a lot of assessments that must be done immediately. Sometimes I feel worried, I go to mall and see something new, new brand like that.
It looks fun, isn't it?
Then what about you, Mr. Dedi? Some question as Kina, how do you spend your time while you're free, or sometimes when you get bored?
Well, actually, we have different age and different gender. With you know, when you have to go to mall, probably for me as a man, I do not go to mall for my spare time. Actually, when I have the spare time today, I spend my time for reading because I am a lecturer, so I have to read a lot to widen my horizon. And if I spare, I had to go to my friends to have a talk to my mates. And we are talking about life, about science, about our fields. That is what I spend for my time. You know.
Okay, before we are talk further,
Mhm.
we will start discussion the material with the PPT that has been provided and will be explained more detailed by our presenter.
Okay.
So, as you guys can see on the slide, first we're gonna talk about leisure activities. So, as we know that leisure activities is the activities that we engage in for reasons as varied as relaxation, competition, or growth maybe, and may include reading for pleasure, meditating, painting, and participating in sports. And I want to ask to Ms. Gina first. Mr. Gina, can you tell us how these leisure activities happens in Indonesia?
Okay, thank you, Vicky. So, leisure activities in Indonesia, there are many kinds for socializing, chatting or talking with other people. Happen anywhere, so whether it is on public transport, street or market, people really remain silent when traveling or reading public transport. In some countries in Europe, some Indonesia prefer to talk the chair consequence of than to strangers. Well, on the other hand, sharing experience with another reward, something good, another example of socialism is spreading longer. The other is both leisure activity and not social behavior and can lead to conversation. The second is sports. Sports are also included in leisure activities. One of them is pencak silat. Silat is an action material art form likely originating in western Sumatra in the 7th century. Historical boys had to master silat before permitted to venture to older land on the Rantau. Public school in the Minangkabau region of Sumatra teach the sport to students. Variation of Silat have developed and people across Indonesia, Southeast Asia, and around the world now practice it.
Proponents of pencaksilat are trying to achieve the status of an Olympic sport. Besides pencaksilat, there are also jeparingan or archery in sitting position, lompat batu from Nia, Sumatra, and many more. It's a bit lacking if we don't include these as leisure activities, games, especially games of adults. There are many adult games scattered throughout the religion in Indonesia. Kauri Yesel or Congklak traces back to ancient Egypt as among the world's oldest known games. Not only adults, the young also have their own games. Some Indonesians hold a peculiar passion for kite flying in Bali. Kites shaped as dragon, gods, animals, and symbols fill the sky in the dry season. Masterly, creative, or colorful, based paper and bamboo support. They take innumerable shapes with extravagant long tail. Some kinds make Sean believe to echo celestial voice. Boys and fathers share in a love and construction of kites.
Well, what a great explanation then. I heard that there was traditional games input in these Malaysian activities, wasn't there? So I'm curious. Now I'm going to Mr. Sir, have you ever played that games before? And then what game were you playing? Maybe you can share your experience with us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is very interesting because we have the different age and different era. You are now in 2020. If you ask me, have you ever had this? Actually, because I have my past and I have many games and sports in my past when I was child. I don't know whether you know the term like gala, pris-prisan. Have you ever heard that term? Okay, so we are in different age. Yeah, Indonesia has a very rich related to games. Yeah, probably the games is different. When I was child, I have many games and sports. And if I have to tell you, I think this is hard because you don't know the terms. So there are different age means the happiness is also different. I was very happy playing that games when I was child, and because you cannot imagine the games when I was child. And for today you have Free Fire, and then what else? Your games, Mobile Legends, PUBG. Yeah, the happiness is different. Now the teenagers, the childhood of our children will be full of dead games, online games. Yeah. So if you ask me, have you ever had that experience? Absolutely yes. There are many experiences related to my past, related to the games.
Thank you so much for your explanation, for telling us your experience in playing traditional games in our era. And then, okay, before we go to the next session, we will watch the intermezzo performance from Group 3. Enjoy for watching.
Jembatan oleh Sutarji Kalzum Bahri. Sedalam-dalam sajak takkan mampu menampung air mata bangsa. Kata-kata telah lama terperangkap dalam basa-basi, dalam ewu-pakewu, dalam isyarat dan ilah tanpa makna. Maka aku pun pergi menatap pada wajah berjuta, wajah orang jalanan yang berdiri satu kaki dalam penuh sesak bis kota. wajah para pembohong yang memungut remah-remah pembangunan. Wajah yang hanya mampu menjadi sekedar penonton etalase indah di berbagai plaza. Wajah yang diam-diam menjerit, mengucap, tanah air kita satu, bangsa kita satu, bahasa kita satu, bendera kita satu. Tapi wahai saudara satu bendera, kenapa kini ada sesuatu yang terasa jauh di antara kita? Sementara jalan-jalan mekar di mana-mana menghubungkan kota-kota, jembatan-jembatan tumbuh kokoh membentengi semua sungai dan lembah yang ada. Tapi siapakah yang akan mampu menjembatani jurang di antara kita? Di lembah-lembah kusam, pada ujung tulang kersang dan otot benu, mengerang mereka pancangkan goyang-goyang bendera hati, dipijak ketidakpedulian pada saudara. Gerimis tak mampu mengucapkan kibarnya. Lalu tanpa tangis mereka bernyanyi, padamu negeri, air mata kami. Terima kasih.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to
Kepoin
Talk Show. Still with me, Nadia Nadia, and my partner.
Hijriah.
Okay, let's do the next material. Miss Gina, can you explain about the festival?
Okay, Tina. Festival are important with communication to body, empower, and recognize cultural identity. Therefore, as medium of communication, a festival can effectively refer the exploration of local culture in social life in reality is still not going well. Culture follows first from local wisdom and exists culture with the inclusion of harmful culture, are absorbed with our cultural filter, causing people to no longer use this culture for this life. So there is no choice but to enter the social arena, nation and cross-national cultural interaction. Therefore, is this condition, culture must open an understanding of the greatness and diversity of our culture heritage and as one of the competitive strength and advantage that we can be proud of and have very high qualitative power. Cultural preservation is an effort to maintain artistic and cultural values. Traditional values by developing and following methods are dynamic, flexible, and selective, as well as adapting to situations and conditions that are always changing and developing. And one of the objectives of cultural preservation is also the relative culture.
Okay, so I see on the PowerPoint, I see two types of festival. And can you tell us what is the difference between those kinds of festivals?
Okay, Fikri. The first festival of land and feeling excited anticipation as people have known the wayang stories and character for so long they become influenced by any different format. Example is wayang. So the second is the non-lecture Indonesian for the community of public. There is a number of important information that need to be considered so that the general public can get their right message in physical sessions, support and mental health. First, it needs to be emphasized by the public that it's normal to feel sad, depression, worried, confusion, scared or angry during our crisis. To be able to help overcome this is a good idea for everyone to be able to talk or share it with someone they can trust, such as their immediately family, extended family, or friends or co-workers. Three, the second will not smoke, drink alcohol or other drugs to overcome emotion to the point if this cannot be faced, it become important to discuss this with health workers or graduates, similar profession of other trusted people in the community locally. The fourth, unpleasant emotion can also be minimized by reducing the time spent working or listening to disappointing or extensive video coverage to always use valuable source from information such as official website from government or local health institution, district or city.
Okay. Thank you for the explanation, and then I'm going to Mr. Dele again.
Yes.
What the topic we discussed today is about leisure activities and festival. But now we are focused on the festival. And can you have you ever seen or participated in cultural festival in Indonesia or maybe in other culture? If there is, maybe you can share us your story.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are living in century. Along we are living in Hijriah times. What does it mean? It means that from January to December we have many festivals. Also, we are as a Muslim, we have many festivals related to Muslim. The first probably Muharram. Okay, the new Islamic calendar for new century, a new year. We have celebration. That is festival. If I'm not mistaken, probably you have also the festival of Pawai Obor, Pawai Obor for the New Year in Islam. And then we know Ramadan, Shawwal, so we will be in traffic. We have to go to our parents. That is called by Mudik. Mudik also is a festival in Indonesia. We are living in century, means in Masehi, but we are as a Muslim, we have also the leisure time and festival in Islamic calendar. So we have two modes here. The first in century or Masehi. Also we have living in Hijriah. We have many festivals. In us as the East culture, we have festival in the past, probably not in your time, when somebody or woman pregnant, we have 7 bulanan. Yeah. And then when somebody was born to this earth, we know marhaban, probably some of our students, because we are Islamic culture, marhaban. So probably this marhaban, New Year in Islamic year, that is festival. Also, that is exists in East culture, but not in West culture. We have Sunatan Masal, that is festival, right? Probably in the past or nowadays, we know that Sunatan in East culture has its festival. There are many festivals in Indonesia, both in century or in Hijriah. And I participated in 7 bulanan probably when I was child. I have to make the coin and then I have to buy rujak in the past, when pregnancy. Also in 17 Agustus, 17 Agustus we have also festival. So the children, I have to guide the children to have the flag, and then so the custom we have to wear the dress of hero and any traditional dress when we have to face 17 Agustus as our Independence Day. That is my experience.
Oh, that's cool. It's so fun to
Mhm.
talk about until there's an event with that material has a fun out.
The material has run out, unfortunately,
Ah.
because talk show is rising its turn, and maybe on another occasion we can still talk like this. Hopefully.
Hopefully, the discussion today will have a good impact and increase knowledge for all of us. And sorry if there are any mistakes.
Goodbye
Goodbye
and
and